Okay, everyone, thank you for joining our second ePP Builder Forum. My name is Mary Barba. I am the Administrative Manager and Inventory Manager, and I will be hosting this meeting and walking y'all through ePP and how to update your services for your monthly reporting. We also have Doris Harris, who is joining us, and she will go ahead and introduce herself.
Hi, I've spoken with everyone on here, I believe, already thus far. The program manager for the program that you guys are in. And essentially, what Mary is going to do is go through how you do your monthly reporting in our system. So, thank you guys for attending.
Thank you, Doris. Yes, thank you very much for attending. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. Okay, y'all should be able to see it. If you can't, let me know. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So this is what it looks like on my end when I assign a service to a builder. So I'm gonna go over the overall process first, and then I'm gonna walk y'all step by step through the new process. So first step is I assign you a service, and then you've purchased the property. So all of these automations occur whenever you enter in information, and all of the percentages for each step, we'll go through that, and I'll walk you through all of the things you're going to be updating. So whenever you enter anything in ePP, you're affecting all of these different items. So it's not just one cell. So if you mess something up, it's only going to be contained in that little section. It affects a lot of other things. So it's more like a domino effect. So you'll go through property purchased, then you'll be in permitting, and then site preparation is where everyone is familiar with construction started, or most people are. We used to have just construction started and construction end, but there's so much that happens in between there that I have to track for my reporting. So I created it to look like this. So you'll go into site preparation, then foundation, then framing, enclosed, inspection, construction complete, closing, house sold, and I will review your results. And if they're accurate, I will accept them. If not, I will reject them, and you will be asked to fill out correct information. Okay, so going here, me as the builder, if I want to update my workflow for January, let's say it's property purchased, and then you go here, you click this button, and let me see, I'm just going to put 10% because I'm the builder and I'm not sure which percentage I should put. And then you're going to tell me the date that we sold you the lot. You're going to click save and submit. And you'll notice that it says validation failed. Percent complete is not equal to 2%. This is how I control the information that I'm being given and how you know if the information you're giving is correct. So you have to change this to 2 and then save, and then you can submit. Now you'll go to the next one, which is permitting. And notice whenever I click on permitting, there's an option to terminate. So if any incorrect information is entered in here and it's submitted and the system can't catch it because it's a valid date or it's a valid number, then you have to terminate this service and I have to issue you another one. And then I have to go back into all of these cells that were automated and I have to clean them up and remove the information that was inputted so the correct information can be put there. So be very careful when submitting information. It has to be correct and it has to be on time. So I'm going to click this again. Percent complete. It's 5% because we're in permitting. You're going to tell me the permit number and the date that you received the permit, not the date that you submitted paperwork for permitting, but the date that you were given the permit. because submitting plans doesn't mean you've received anything. So we're just going to say that that's today and then submit. And then site preparation, I put construction started in parentheses so people would see something familiar that they used to see last month. So most people are going to start here. And you're going to let me know if see how these fields are different with each step of the process, because there's different information we need for each step. So you're going to let me know if the certification letter is in progress, because it needs to be in progress 20 days. It needs to be received 20 days prior to closing. So you need to be in progress much sooner than 20 days before closing. So percent complete, we're going to change that to 10. You're going to tell me the date that you broke ground and your estimated complete date. And then if you have a lot address that you need to update because it's going from 0 to 1, 2, 3, 4, definitely put that information in there, and then give me an expected homebuyer closing date. It doesn't have to be the exact one, but just your expected one so we can project. So then we're going to save and hit submit. And all of these automations are happening in the background every time a builder gives me information. So now we're going to go to foundation. And see, it pre-populates all this information for you. So you just have to worry about changing the estimated date if you need to, and the expected home buyer date if you need to, but it pre-populates it. The only thing you really need to be concerned about is the percent complete. But there's also a fail-safe. So if I try and submit this, it tells me it's not equal to 20. So that reminds me I need to go in here and always click save, because if you just click submit, it doesn't work. You have to click save and then submit. Now we're going to go into framing. And again, my information is pre-populated, so I'm just going to update the percent complete, click save and submit. Okay, now it's enclosed. Which equals 60, save and submit. So this is great if you have a lot of properties, because it pre-populates everything for you. So you don't have to re-enter everything for every property. You just have to do that once, and then it'll pre-populate it for you going forward. So it should be fairly easy and quick to submit your information. Okay, we're at 90. Certification letter should be in progress at this point. Notice that this says construction complete rather than estimated construction complete, because we are in the stage where it should be complete and there should be a hard date on that. Now we're going to the closing. So there's some new fields that you'll see in this area. Certification letter should be received by now, because you're in the closing process and you cannot close without that. The builder buyer's name. We'll say the close date was on the 12th and your sale price. And this needs to be at 95. So a quick refresher, I'm tracking the entire process, not just the construction. That's why the percentages are not strictly confined to when you break ground and whenever you put the last finishing touches on the house, because we're tracking everything, so the percentages cover everything. Okay. Now the house is sold. So we're going to say, now that we've sold the house, this process is 100% complete. And you're going to confirm that this information hasn't changed, because sometimes the closing date can fluctuate. So then hit submit. And the system will send me an email and trigger me to either accept or reject the results. If I accept them, I'll enter my workflow comments, and then I get this nice little summary right here where I can see everything you entered over the course of this process. And I can review that and make sure it makes sense and save it and then submit it. So I wanted to do this on my end to show y'all everything you're affecting when you update something. So on my end, this is what ePP looks like. And I created this section where all of the information you entered, I can see at a glance right here. So if something is entered incorrectly, I have to fix all of these fields. And if it's entered correctly, then I can create a summary right here. There's a couple of other sections in these fields that get updated, but this is the main one. So that is the demonstration. I believe I covered everything. Does anyone have any questions or concerns? Please type them in the chat, because I have to be able to print them out and put them on the website. So Doris is going to write down the answers, but please write your questions in the chat so we can create that document a little quicker. I'm gonna open the chat and stop sharing my screen. Does anyone have any questions? Okay. I guess that's it, if nobody has anything. Doris, did you have any closing comments that you would like to say?
No, I think we're good to go.
Okay, this recording will be posted on our YouTube channel that I shared with everyone in our emails, and that link is also in all of my signatures. And we will be posting this to the website. And I also, in my email, shared the link to that website as well, to that webpage. And I will post the question and answers on the website, and I will send a follow-up email once everything is compiled and posted, and that way y'all can just have an easy, accessible link to view this recording if needed in the future. But thank you all for attending. I really appreciate it, and I'm going to go ahead and close this meeting.
Thank you.
Thank you. Y'all have a great day.